had enough. I'm just
Wonderful! Wow, we can all be seated. I'm sure you've met many in class.
in my bus,
Wow.
locking eyes,
I love this energy. Ooh.
drifting up. I don't know how to
Feeling good, right? Saying hi to everyone and all the nice things and big smiles. All right. Now, okay, I don't know about you. You have actually met our speaker today, Alvin, a few times too. But for me, in my eyes, he is, although not the tallest and the most macho man, but to me, in my eyes, he's a giant. All right, and the more you understand him, the more you'll feel this way too. Shall we put our hands together to welcome our speaker today, Alvin Yong?
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, May. What a wonderful start to a beautiful Saturday. Are y'all okay? Everyone, is my voice too loud? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. We have a few new friends. Jackie is the first time meeting us today. Ethan is not. We have Poa who joined us on the very first day of the intro talk. Okay, and we have Damien who has been forever here, as well as Francis here. Okay. Today we come to the last day of the foundation program. Okay, are you excited about that? Yeah? Now, remember that last Friday we had a good session. Was it a good session, friends? Yeah? It was a good session about how an entrepreneur thinks. Okay, really important because whatever you think, get manifested. And we'll talk about that in a short while. So feel free to have a piece of paper or your notebook. Make sure everybody has a piece of paper around you. Yeah. So there's some pen, pencil that's provided as well. You can use your own writing material if you want. And later on, we'll have a series of interactive discussion today. Because it's not just about me talking, yeah? It's about you having the friends around you, around a table. Can you look at each other's eyes? Bzz, 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 right? Yeah? You have good friends around you. And in my journey as an entrepreneur, I realized that there are very few things that I could accomplish all by myself, no matter how much I thought about it. Okay? It is about having a team of like-minded people coming together and manifesting things, right? So today, we are going to not talk about, following from the thinking of our entrepreneurs, it comes to the essential skills, all right? So what are some of the essential skills that you imagine you must have, you must master in order to be a successful entrepreneur? Franz? Or Frank? Or Francis? How do you pronounce this? You also don't know. Okay, Francis then. Yeah. What is one essential skill that you think you must master? Managing the team. Already thinking of becoming a boss already. Damien? Team player. Wow, you two can hold hand together. Yeah. How about Priscilla? Have a sense of direction. Wow, that's really good. Can you throw the mic over to Jackie? Yes, Jackie.
As an entrepreneur, I think I have to know how to do things outside of your comfort zone.
Wow, getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to get you out of your comfort zone. Okay. Yeah. So you love the uncomfortable zone. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Come, how about Ethan? What is one skill that you think you must have to be a successful entrepreneur?
Communication.
Communication. You read my mind, is it? Well done, Ethan. Yeah. You see, when someone answers and all the rest clap, do you think that energy is important? Yeah, it's all part of it, yeah. We learned from May, right, about clapping, yeah, creating positive ions and all, yeah. How about Poa? We have forgot about Hopping over to you. Yeah, what is one essential skill?
I would say innovation, being innovative,
Be innovative, right?
thinking.
So you partner with, innovative also means getting out of something that's ordinary. Pia? Persistent, okay? Persistence is not so much of a skill, but persistence is more of the underlying foundational value of a person, yeah? But let me just kickstart with the first skill that one of you have already mentioned about it, yeah? And that is visioning. Yeah, I use ing, meaning that it is a movement, yeah? It is a skill, yeah? Visioning. Now, by far, I feel that visioning is one of the core skills and is the number one skill to develop in all of us as an entrepreneur. Now, if you have no vision, you are not going anywhere. People with no vision ended up always working for people with vision. Okay? So in this world, you always need job seeker and you also need job creator. Okay? And these two group of people kind of hang in balance for one another. Okay, so let me ask you, you are on an entrepreneurship program here. Okay? Do you want to become a job creator or do you want to be a job seeker? Yeah, good, yeah? Because an entrepreneur creates something, create movement. And then along the way, you allow other people to come in. But what is it that you're creating? That is the question. Okay? I tell you some story of mine, and you may, I hope that it kind of inspire you, or just sharing my personal experiences. In the year 1999, there was an opportunity for me to embark on a project, yeah? See? A project, and a business is a project, yeah? And in 1999, there was a fierce discussion about wheelchair accessibility, okay, on the road in Singapore. The reason being, one vice president of the Singapore Mountaineering Federation, his name is David Lim, some of you may know him. He led the the first Mount Everest expedition in Singapore. So he was a vice president of Singapore Mountaineering Federation. I was the other vice president. So there were two vice presidents. He takes care of the big mountain, while I take care of rock climbing. Okay. Now David came back from the Mount Everest expedition with a virus infection in his spinal cord, and that made him paralyzed for a few months. And eventually, during his gradual recovery, he was wheelchair bound. So you could imagine someone who is so strong, climbing the highest mountain in the world, right? And yet he was wheelchair bound. And he suddenly discovered how inaccessible Singapore Road was to a wheelchair bound person. So he wrote an article to the Straits Times Forum about that, and because of his reputation, he got a lot of feedback from people from all quarters of life, like, yeah. And immediately you have got all the disabled organizations like Handicap Welfare Association, Disabled People Associations, and all that writing into the newspaper, complaining, about inaccessibility, right? That wheelchair can't go on MRT, can't go on bus, and all this. And the next few days, another barrage of article came from all the government agencies, URA, HDB, LTA, you name it, yeah? And with the reason why they can't help the people with wheelchair bound. So I thought that there's no point talking about it, right? So one night, and I personally had interest in it because I was helping to wheel my late grandmother on wheelchair. And I realized that even though I'm so fit, I could not take her out of the house all by myself, because I would need someone to help to carry her, go down the stairs and all, right? So I had very deep, emotional attachment to that particular topic as well myself. So one fine night in the shower, a vision came. Yeah, I think must be from the water, yeah. Yeah. A vision came. It was very vivid. I imagine what point is it to talk about it and argue about it in the newspaper. This group of the people don't understand the other group, and the other group don't understand this group because they don't share a common experience. So I thought that it would be a great idea, and I thought, this was just an idea, to put 200 people, both the able-bodied like you and I and the disabled people, all in wheelchair and live one day in a wheelchair. So it was, an idea was born, Project A Day in a Wheelchair. And I imagine my vision start to become vivid, this few of us, all wheelchair bound, going to Shenton Way, try to go to work, take the lift, right? Or this group of people who are in wheelchair, we imagine go to hawker center to buy food, go to MRT, go to ATM to draw cash, just live a day in a wheelchair. Now, this idea become sharper and clearer and more vivid, like a movie in my mind. And then I invited 20 good friends who are from the Singapore Adventurers Club. Who are from Singapore Adventurers Club here? Okay, and Kate was one of them. So we have 20 people seated in that room. I told them about this vision. Guess what? Do you think everybody will catch on to your vision? Do you think everybody would say that it's a great idea? No, exactly 10 of them say, Alvin, you must be crazy. So dangerous. The traffic police will not approve. Where to get wheelchair? Who will join? What happened if this, if that, whatever not? Okay? Then there are another 10 friends, and Kate is one of them. Okay? Say, I don't know how you're going to pull it off, but anyway, it's a great idea. I'm with you. Make sense? And then what left after that was just these three things. Manifestation of your vision, manifestation of your idea, manifestation of anything. 3 levels. The level of thought, what you think, and how vivid and how clear your thinking is. And then the next thing is what you say, how you communicate, how you project that vision out. Because whatever you think, nobody can tell you. Can we all look at Pia? Her eyes very beautiful, but you look at her, just stare at her, you think you know what she's thinking or not? Impossible. Okay? So that zzz, zzz only happen very rarely. Okay? Most of the time you zig zig, the fellow will say, what are you doing? Okay? We can't understand each other's thought, but until we say it. And when we say it, it's a level of word. And word really means more than just talking, but it could mean writing, it could mean any form of communications. And then, do you think whatever will be manifested? No, the most important is the third level, which is the level of deeds, which is what you do, your action that you carry out. So, entrepreneur to be, all of you, whether it's a cafe, yeah, okay, we have this private joke now about a cafe, yeah, okay? It is about what you think, what you say, and what you do that will get anything, any idea manifested out. So back to my story about the project A Day in a Wheelchair. It was tough. Anything is tough. Anything that you want to get started, right, is always tough. You ask this interior designer here. The moment she walk into your house and you want to renovate it, first thing she sees is a vision. But after that, it's tough. Yeah? You got to get rid of this old wiring, hack this wall and all these things. Nothing is easy. If you're looking for easy, don't do anything. Yeah? But if you feel that you don't do anything, you feel uncomfortable, then there is an urge for you to create. Because we are born as a creator. We are born to create. We are not born to just follow some routine, and like a robot like that. So manifesting require you to put in action. So like I say, back to my story, it took me 3 months. I formed Kate and some of the friends into teams. I say, hey, You are very good in cycling. I want you to cycle around the whole Singapore. Gather a few friends of your own. In other words, I'm empowering them to build their teams. I say that do whatever you want. You just recce for me 14 routes around Singapore. Toa Payoh 1, Bedok 1, Shenton Way 1, Ang Mo Kio gang, right? Yeah, 1, right? Okay? And my instruction to them was very clear. My direction, my vision is very clear. My direction is guided by my vision. And my direction to them was, just go and recce, and in Bedok, all I want is one hawker center, the National Library, and then the bus stop, take bus, whatever, that allow these people a chance to experience. Wheelchair bound, how easy or how difficult it is to get up to the bus, get down from the bus. Are they too low to press for cash in the ATM machine? And when they get to the Shenton Way tall building, when they get into the lift, can they reach 36th floor, the button? Simple thing, but when you manifest it out, the experience become deep. And this is why entrepreneurship, I'm an experiential trainer. I don't believe in just teaching in the classroom like what we are doing now only, and then you get it, you go out there and you become a successful entrepreneur. Teaching is only one part of it. Subsequently, it's about experientially carrying things through from small to medium to large. And then once you have gone through one round, 2 rounds, you become more confident. You know what you are capable of, and you know what are your weaknesses, and you know how to find the good friends who can come together and become the team that will manifest it out. Okay? So I couldn't carry out that project in the project a day in a wheelchair all by myself. But I have a team of 20 people. It started with 10, and then subsequently I have friends who volunteer and your idea was good, then he came and joined me, and then the team becomes stronger and bigger, and we can do more things concurrently. And eventually, it took me 3 months, raise fund, get all the VIP. I have an MP who joined me. I had the Swiss ambassador who thought that it's a great idea, and he was one in the wheelchair. Okay? Personally attended to by my wife. I say, you take care of this Swiss ambassador. Okay? So things like that, it happens. Now, when it finally happened, I tell you, it was like, wow. That day at the Singapore Conference Hall, we had a turnout of over 400 people. It was covered in the newspaper, on TV, on radio.